What's going on, Ammonites? The ancestors have been putting something in my hat rack, and they've been teaching me and telling me that I need to speak on this. So I think it's a good time for me to speak on this. If you understand that when you were born, when everybody is born, we're born by a set time. And most importantly, is dealing with the constellations. Everything has to deal with the constellation. Everything is dealing with the stars and alignments. And if you knew and you know that the 12 zodiac signs is a sign for a reason, and it's assigned to us for a reason, because the signs of the planetary alignment energy has an effect and infect you, your personality, your energy, what you would be, how you be what you be. This is important because it's this mass of stars would make us who we are. You see, the time is important. The time you were born, when you were born, the way that the energy influence your personality, who you be, what you become. This is important because we're talking about a mass of stars. You see, we must understand that the importance of having these mass of stars is the same thing that's on this planet. You see, mass of stars is the same thing that the Dogons notice the alignments of Sirius A, Sirius B. And if you understand that the word Sirius is where you get Sirius from, you know, when you have your navigational system, or when you need to have Sirius protect your car OnStar, or you listen to Sirius radio. And this is how serious this is, because even the ancient Egyptians follow. Now you talking about divine bloodlines of the ancestors, these ancient ones who left their vicegerents down to teach, to guide, to educate, to set on the path, from these divine stars. Now, a star is what a lot of people see. You see, when a lot of people see these extraterrestrial beings from a different planet, you see them moving like stars. Even you see when they fly in, they move in alignment like stars. And for those who study martial arts, we understand that when we bow to the masters. We bow to the masters in the East. Now this is important because the word master, M-A-S-T-E-R, that word master says mass stars. Master. When you understand that that word master is like a mass stars, because in the word master, let's break down these signs. In master is also a star. And in master, A-S-T-E-R, if you remove the E, you got Asar. Asar, Aset, Asar, and Heru. Asar is the father of Heru, Horus. Master is where you have in master one being a master. Now, the only way you can become a master, you have to be trained by a master. And this master was trained by a master. And that master was trained by another master. So these constellational alignment of stars, masters, mass stars, mass of stars, you don't become acknowledged by Hollywood, by your work and what you do, except by being placed on that mass stars on boardwalk, that Hollywood star ground, where you grounded, where they decided to make you a star. They'll place you in concrete silhouette with mass of stars. You become acknowledged by the work you do. Listen, you can't be in Hollywood no 3, 4, 5 years and expect to be placed with these mass stars, these massive stars in Hollywood. You see, this is how important this alignment is, because if you understand that these divine bloodlines of the nectars who left their pharaonic bloodlines, this DNA that allows them to tap into source, this energy was placed here to be able to show people the way. These stars, this is why you understand that over these pyramids is a star. Small pyramid, small star. Medium pyramid, medium star. Large pyramid, large star. You see, these alignments triangulate because when they're studying and they focusing on the stars, even in military, these militaries also understand the importance of these stars, as in the army. Their shirts is dealing with a star. You see, when you put it into that work, you receive your star, a mass of stars. The M in mass star, M-A-S, mass, S-T-E-R. You see, if you understand that E fold up, right? But that E is nothing more than that which is what a star is. You see, because the E is the 5th letter in the alphabet, 5. And 5 has always been synonymous to a star. 5 points on the star. On the boardwalk, you have 5 points on the star, gold, kind of gold and black, concrete. This is important because if you understand, I told you that if you go back from that Bethlehem star, that 14-point star of this silver, this silver and black star, in the word master, you have the M. It's 13, right? M is 13. A is 1. So you have, even in master, 13. And if you was to say 1 plus 3, if you're doing numerology, 1 plus 3 is 4. Plus the A next to the M is 5. This is how powerful math is. Because even in master, 13, M is 13. 13 plus the A, 13. Then the A next to it says 14. That 14 again. That 14 again. That 14-point star that's been bracketed long ago before the boardwalk had their stars. Silhouette by this 14-point star. By this 1 and this 4. If you understand that in Black Panther, what was the room number on that door when that defiant one, well, the insubordinated one who had their spy in the room, he heard the ship and he told him, he says, put the weapons away, put the itches away, right? And when they knocked on that door and they opened that door up, what was the room number on that door? The room number on that door was 1401. Listen, they opened the door to 14. Why do you think that they had 1401 on there? You see, it's no coincidence, because you're dealing with those with stars. Listen, they was in the spaceship. They came down. You see, and 14 goes back to that 14-point star. They understand the power of 14, right? And listen, what's so ironic about it? A lot of people not understand that when you have the 1 and the 4, right? 14, 1, 4, then the O. 140. 140. The O. Dealing with the cipher of that chosen one. Because 14 is really that 14-point star, the star. 1 and 4 is 5. Then it goes into 5, the circle of the cipher of that chosen one. T'Challa father is the black and gold, from darkness to light. The silhouette of the boardwalk is gold, right? Black and gold. And I think their letters is black. I'm really paying attention, but I want to say that their letters is gold and black. T'Challa father, his colors is black and gold. We talking about a bloodline. We talk about this chosen one. We talking about a master, M-A-S-T-E-R. The word master is a hidden message in master, because we talking about a master, a mass star, a mass star, mass stars, a mass of stars. Your bloodline, you come from a mass of stars. The generation of a grandmother, great-grandmother might have green eyes. It don't show up until your daughter or your son. You see? All certain blood types might be AB. But from a great-great-great-grandmother, grandfather, somehow, some way, that one might have a B positive, 9%. A rare blood type. You see? All of them may be AB. AB. Or you might be A negative. Excuse me, O negative. This is important because in the word master is Asar, A-S-T-E-R. Asar happened to be likened to Anubis, because he's also the father of the dead. You see, he was resurrected from the dead. And if you understand that Asar is that which is a star, that which is in the black of death, that represent death. Darkness represent death. That light represent the light of life, the luminosity. This is why the Dogons and the ancient Egyptians and the Mayas, when you look at the stars, they show stars. They show on the walls, they show spaceships likened to stars, because this information is given by a mass of stars, a mass of beings from different planets that you cannot understand except by being given this knowledge handed down from generation to generation. Secret societies of information from a mass of stars. This is why when you see in a secret society, in their lives, you have as above, so below. You have the outer space, the constellation is representing that which is above is also below. As above, so below. A star above, a star below. You see? And you don't become a master except by you going through the work, you putting in the work. And these masters understand that. These masons understand that. A lot of this ancient information, this ancient knowledge. You see? When you talk about masters, you're talking about a group, a society of information, a society of people trained by masters, trained by these stars. Asar is very powerful in the mysteries, because Asar was chopped up 13 parts, and that one being the phallus, that 14 again. This is how powerful master is, and this is how powerful to the awakening of oneself is. Asar is also the representation of who this Christ is. 13 pieces chopped up, that one being the phallus, or 12 pieces, and that one being the phallus representing the 13. This is how powerful 13 is. That's why you have the M in man. You see, the M in man bracketed by the ones on the end of this M. The master number is 11, because we're talking about the opening of a portal. The M is the 11, and inside of the M is the V. Am I understanding? You see? And the V happen to represent the vortex of a woman. Also Virgo. Because there's no other sign in the zodiac sign for my Virgos, that there is no other human sign in the 12 but Virgo, but the V. And I explained to Gemini just two heads. It's impossible to come out born as those, but they consider that to be a genetic flaw. Anytime you got two heads connected together, they come out. They got to kill one of them, cut one of them off, so the other can live. So the ancient one want me to enlighten y'all on that, the importance of understanding that you are a part of this star alignment, a lot of us. And understand is the importance of knowing your genetics, knowing from whence you came, studying the stars. Study the stars, do your research. You see, just don't stop at one point, but understand that people study stars, astrologers study stars, the government studies stars, the extraterrestrial beings that y'all want to call them, y'all call them extraterrestrial beings, but I'll call them massive stars. You see, these beings with light information handed down, they hand down this information. You are a star. On the end of master is RE, because you're talking about re. You're talking about the sun. NRE on the end of master represents the re within you, the Asar within you. And understand, in order to become a master, you have to put in the work. You have to train, become a pupil. Remember Daniel's son? And then Daniel's son was taught by a master. So you have Daniel's son. You have the son again. He was trained. And then Mr. Miyagi went from being Mr. Miyagi by being a Daniel. You see? So at one point, you have to understand that you got to search within and also look without. And understand that the sky represents likened to death. But understand that in death is really life. As down here, earth represents death. But even in earth being a dead state, is also alive. Because in the dirt is also life in the dirt. There's life under this earth that we call death, dirt. Because there's beings also living in this planet, seen and unseen, known and unknown. So yeah, I just want to share that with you on this V Valentine's Day for those who celebrate it. I don't celebrate holidays like that, but you know, sometimes you gotta, speak to people according to their intellect. So if you do, if my queen do, that's what she want, that's what she like, or that's what my queen's like. So I impart this jewel to you. You are a master if you did the work and you come from that mass of stars who taught you and trained you and gave you this information. One.
I found this interesting by Jackie 576, who is the chief cornerstone. I'll leave the link for y'all to study and do your research yourself. But it says, the main diameter of our earth is 7,920 miles. 792 times 4 equals 3,168, which makes a square of Jesus in Hebrew, and you get Jesus in Greek. The Lord Jesus Christ makes a square around the earth that touches it on all sides. The number 3,168 shows up several more times in the relationship of the distance from the sun to the earth of the planets, and in the relationship of the distance to the speed at which light travels from the sun to our earth. Find an astronomy book or do your own research. So Jesus is, as she states, literally the foundation of our earth and the chief cornerstone, no doubt about it. Okay? Now let's go up some. Now you will understand that in gematria, that the word for Yahshua is this same number for Duran. You also note that the diameter of our earth, 7,920 miles, right? Times 4. 792 times 4 gives this holy number under her theses, right? Which gives you, which by science comes to be exact and correct, 3,168. But what the ancients brought to my attention, which makes this chief cornerstone, that 792 times 4 is the numbers that equal this chief cornerstone. Now, if you understand, let me show you that. Let's do this here, right? That 9 and 2 and the 7 and the 4 is my date of birth, September 2nd, 74, right? 9274. And this is exactly what we have here. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's do this here. We have a 9 here, a 9 here. We have a 2 here, a 2 here. We have a 7 here, we have a 7 here, right? And then we have the 4, we have the 4 here, which equal this chief cornerstone. Alright, let's go up some, because it says in Revelation 21, the perimeter of the New Jerusalem is stated as 12,000 furlongs per side. Converted to feet, it would be 7,920,000 feet per side, making a perimeter of this New Jerusalem, which came to your 3168, which is 31,680,000 feet. The word salvation in Hebrew gematria adds to 792. There are not random numbers. So we see this 9 and this 2 and this 7 again. But I find also interesting that this math for 3168, if you go down, that equal, that adding up the main circumference of the earth, or diameter, I should say, of the earth, which gives you 7920, with times 4 corners, which gave you the same number of 3168. It seemed to be math is always exactly correct. Math is indeed powerful, because if you understand the deeper mystery, and it is a mystery, that's why you have to seek and find to understand that who this cornerstone is. Ironically, my first wife, last name was Stone. Couldn't shake away from this stone. And on the end of stone is one. And you are the Most High Chosen One.
And I picked up on that. That was a fascinating study where the word chief cornerstone is translated from the Hebrew when it appears in Hebrew, which is, I think, Psalms 118:22, where Messiah is referred to as the chief cornerstone. While in the Christian Greek scriptures of the New Testament, the Messiah or Jesus is referred to twice as the chief cornerstone. That word chief cornerstone, what does it actually imply for the Messiah in both Psalms and in the Greek? Have you?
It is not cornerstone. In other words, when you lay the foundation, you have a cornerstone.
Right.
It's the apex stone. Rosh Pinah, the head where the sides meet, like in a pyramid, the apex stone, the top stone, the one that is really the conduit to the heavens.
Yeah, because that's what these articles were all saying. Everyone was saying it was the pinnacle of a pinnacle.
Pinnacle.
Yes.
But not foundation stone on the ground.
Now, the big question, of course, obviously is going to be, on the back of the $1 bill, of course, is the Egyptian pyramid with the 72 stones of the 72 names of God, I believe. But the implication
with the apex, floating heavenward,
right?
Yeah.
And if that is,
which is the Masonic symbol,
that's right. But it is also, as you brought out, the word actually in Hebrew in Psalm 118, which means the peak of the pinnacle. And remember, even in the New Testament, when Satan takes Jesus to the temple to tempt him, the scripture says he takes him up to the pinnacle of the temple, to the point of the temple. I am totally sure that there's a lot of symbolism that the early...
I think we should rewrite the Bible in English, not in Hebrew.
That's very important
As a matter of